Hello everybody and welcome back to the keyword series. The keyword series is probably one of my most popular playlists on my channel, and it's a place where you can go for videos all about keywords that you can put in your listings. Keywords are important on every single platform. My two favorite sites to sell on are eBay and Poshmark, and really any platform you're gonna want to use keywords. So these videos are great for basically any kind of reseller on any platform. It's been a while since I have done a keywords video and you guys have been asking me for a new one, and I've got kind of a different one today. Normally in the keyword series, we talk about 5 keywords per video. We go over 5 of them in detail, talk about what each keyword means, what it applies to, and then I usually have a couple of style images that way you guys know visually what I'm talking about. And you guys have told me that this has been extremely helpful in your listing process. But in today's video, I've got something that's structured a little bit differently and something that I think is going to be extremely helpful to you when it comes to keywords. As I've been a part of the reselling community here on YouTube, as well as on different Facebook groups, Instagram, and just being on platforms in general, I've noticed a really big need in knowledge of keywords. And so that's why I am excited to announce that I just created my first reseller tool digital product about keywords. I have just put it up for sale, and so I'm excited to share that with you guys, but more on that at the end of today's video, because in today's video, I want to talk about keyword strings. Keyword strings is a term that I use for the series of keywords that I put into my description of my listings. I recently showed my keyword strings and my descriptions in a recent What's Sold video, and I got quite a few messages about it, you guys wanting to know what that was all about. So a keyword string is essentially a series of keywords strung together that have like meaning. And so typically if you use one keyword, there is a string of other keywords that will probably also apply to the item. Now, keywords are important because they bring the right kind of buyer to your listing. And so you want to make sure you're using the right keywords at the right times. If you use the wrong keywords, then you're going to get people coming to your listing thinking that they are going to be getting an item. And then once they get to your listing, they realize that's not the item that they were looking for. And that's going to bog you down in search on these reselling platforms because people are going to be going to your listing but not purchasing anything. And then vice versa, if you've got the right keywords, you're going to get the right buyers coming to your listing. And because they're looking for that specific item, they are more likely to purchase it, which is going to give you a boost in search and a boost in sales. Keywords just give us the opportunity to put more eyes on our listing. For example, if I have a J. Crew women's blue blouse and I list that item exactly as I just said it and I use only the keywords J. Crew women's blue blouse, let's say I get 50 people that end up viewing my listing based on those keywords. But then you have the exact same top, except that in addition, you use the words long sleeve, ruffle, business, career, professional. Now you are probably going to get 3 times as many views as me because you've been more detailed in your listing. So you're not only going to get people who are looking for a J. Crew blouse, but you're going to get people looking for an office top, a career top, a professional top, ones with ruffles. So the more keywords that we add that apply to the listing and the better we're describing it, the more views we're going to have on our item. And the more specific you are in your keywords, you're going to get the buyer looking for that exact same item. Some of the best keywords, in my opinion, are ones that fall under a certain type of style. So you want to avoid words like cute, pretty, must have, because that's not the kind of thing that buyers are going to search for. I mean, think about it. If you're looking for a top on eBay, are you going to search for a really cute shirt? No, you're probably going to search for the color, the style, maybe bohemian or Western. You're going to look for different keywords. So try to avoid words like cute, pretty, must have, gorgeous, beautiful, things like that, because that's just simply ineffective. But if you try to use keywords that fall under a certain style, such as bohemian, such as Western, such as preppy, you're way more likely to capture that kind of audience that is the right buyer for your item. And so those are the keywords that I really try to focus on in my description. As I mentioned before, there are a lot of keywords that are almost synonyms to different words and are typically suggested types of styles that if one applies, these other ones also apply. So I'll give you an example of a keyword string that I use. So for instance, if someone is searching for something bohemian style, they might also be searching using the word boho, eclectic, multicolor, hippie, florals, mixed prints. Here's another example. Sporty, gym, athletic, athleisure. Those are all what I consider a style profile and a string of keywords. Now, I personally put style profile to classify the string of keywords into my description because it's just a fancy way of saying this is where I'm gonna jam all of these keywords for search. For the buyer, it looks like I am tailoring a style profile for them, and all of these keywords really help them to find my item. So as you're building your listings, be thinking about synonyms or closely related keyword terms that might also apply to your listing. Now for me, I've got a copy and paste sheet that has all of my keyword strings on it. Actually, it doesn't just have my keyword strings, it also has frequently used responses for situations. That way I don't have to think about them. For instance, if something's sold and then I can't find an item, I've got my response on there that I just copy and paste. So it's just a bunch of frequently used text on this copy and paste sheet that I use in my day-to-day reselling business. But back to the keyword strings. So I've got all of these typed out onto a document. And so when something applies, instead of having to type all of those out, I can just copy and paste that into the description of my listing. And this really, really helps boost me in search and gets the right buyers to that item. Now you can create your own copy and paste sheet for keywords and your own keyword strings by simply going onto Google, typing in a style, and then looking on Google Images at the top to see what Google suggests as alternate styles. And that's how you can find what keywords are related and what aren't. And then you'll also have a visual to understand those types of styles. So as I mentioned, you can build these for yourself by using that Google image search method that I just used, or you could let me do the work for you. So I have already done all the work and created some keyword strings for myself of frequently used ones that I use in my listings every day. And I am going to offer that to you guys for $5. So here's what you'll get if you want to purchase this reseller tool. It's basically just a Word document that has 20 strings of keywords. And you can use this as a copy and paste sheet to put into your listing. Maybe there's some words that you never thought about, or maybe you didn't realize they were related, or maybe it's just going to save you the time of having to type all of those out, and you can just copy and paste them into your listings and learn a little bit about different keywords. This is the first digital product that I will have for sale. And I wanted to really think outside of the box of some things that other resellers aren't doing and look at some areas where there is a need and there isn't yet a solution. And in my experience, I haven't found anything like this copy and paste sheet where all the keywords are spelled out for me and I can just copy and paste that into a listing. Since this is my first digital product and I don't know how it's really gonna go or how many people are going to want to purchase it, I did think about starting a website because like I mentioned, I wanna do other digital products as well. But that seemed like a big gamble given that I don't know how many people are going to be interested in these kind of digital products. So what I decided to do is to use Etsy for selling this digital product. I'm gonna see how it goes. If you guys are really interested in it and enough people buy it, then I will probably move that digital download over onto my own website of some other, what I would consider out of the box reseller tools. But for now, I will be selling that on Etsy as a digital download. And so you can click that link below to go to my Etsy shop. Can check out as a guest, so you do not need to have an Etsy account in order to get it. And basically you just put it in your cart, pay for it, and then you will have that digital download available with that copy and paste sheet. You can edit the copy and paste sheet, you can add or delete as needed as you are listing whatever you find most useful. Like I mentioned, you can create this for yourself, but if you'd like the work already done for you, I got you. So the link for that will be below in my description if you are interested in purchasing that keyword strings copy and paste sheet. I hope this is a really helpful tool to you guys. And again, I'm trying to think outside of the box, try to find a need where there isn't a solution. If you guys have any ideas or something, a big problem that you're not finding a solution in, please drop a comment down below, because what I want to do with my channel is help. So far, all of the content that I've given you guys has been completely free, so check out my other videos, subscribe and hit that notification bell if you're not already subscribed, because I do have a ton of free content here on YouTube. I want to thank you guys so much for supporting me on this channel and in my reselling business, and I hope that I can give back in some way. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.